Hi, this is Sergio. Today I'm going to talk about Siri. Siri is the new speech recognition software that Apple has included in its iPhone 4S and iOS devices. And it's really neat. At the beginning I was not crazy about it, but after playing a little bit with it, I found it really useful and almost indispensable. Once you get used to talking to your phone and your phone taking actions, it's very hard to go back, honestly. So for those of you that are considering just buying the iPhone 4 instead of the 4S, I'll say spend the extra money and buy the 4S. And in this video I want to show you why. There are many things that Siri can do, and also I'm going to show you some things that Siri can't do. So just keep looking and I will demonstrate to you these features. Now the things that Siri can do, I'm just going to go ahead and test this for you. Just keep pressing the button. How is the weather today?
Here's the forecast for today.
So you know, Siri detects my location because I have location services turned on. That's very important. So if you don't have them turned on, he will not know where is your location, and it will actually tell you that it doesn't know your location. So I can be more specific too. How's the weather in New York City?
Okay, here's the weather for New York City. New York today through this Sunday.
So you see, it tells you the weather in any location that you ask to. So it's really smart. Now you can ask other things like, how's Apple's stock price today?
Apple closed at $369.01 yesterday. No change to speak of.
You see, Siri is also intelligent. It knows the stock market now at 9:17 is still closed, so it's giving me the stock price of yesterday. And it's also adding a little personality to its reply, which I think is really neat. Now there are other things that Siri can do for me too, is like, for example, tell me what is the closest things that I'm looking for to me. For example, what is the closest Kinko's?
I found 11 places matching Kinko's. 9 of them are fairly close to you.
So you see, it detected that I wanted a FedEx Kinko's office, and it showed me which ones are close to me. It's really neat. Now let's do a more generic term, like for example, Asian restaurants. What are the closest Asian restaurants?
I found a number of Asian restaurants. 16 of them are fairly close to you.
So you see, not only detected a specific inquiry, it also detected a generic inquiry, so like Asian restaurants. Now the cool thing about this is not just showing you where are the closest restaurants, but it's find the restaurant information and to route or give you a route to that place from your location. So if let's click on this one, Indomania, it will pinpoint it on the map, taking into account your location. And if you click on the restaurant pin, it shows you its phone number, its address, so you can just click it and it will call the restaurant. And also if you click on directions to here and route, it will give you a route. So this is really cool, and you know, when you are in the car and the car is moving, of course your location will be moving too. And I have tested this. The tracking is pretty good. It's not as good as having a normal GPS system, but it's pretty good. And especially when you are outdoors, it really detects your location within very, very reasonable margins, and most of the time it does it perfectly. So it's a really indispensable tool. Just for this feature, I think having the iPhone 4S is completely worth it. So if you are considering again getting an iPhone 4 or something cheaper, I really strongly suggest that you get the 4S. Now there are also other things that the iPhone 4S with Siri can do, and that has to do with messages. So for example, send an email.
To whom shall I send it?
So you see, it's asking me for who I wanted to send it, and it will send it to me after I confirm and I fill up the details of the email. Now I can also go ahead and create a note that's an app that is included with the iPhone. New note.
What would you like the note to say?
Testing.
Noted.
So you see, it creates a note. Now you need to add things to the note. Since Siri waits for a silence period of time in your speech, and it will assume you finish your inquiry, you need to ask Siri to add things to the note so you can go forward. But that's a minor thing, and it's really something that to be expected. It's not really a flaw, it's just a way, it's the only way to do it, I guess. Now, there are also other things that Siri can do, and that's more related to the apps that come with the iPhone. For example, you can ask Siri to create an alarm from you. Create alarm.
Set the alarm for when?
1 p.m.
I've set an alarm for 1 p.m.
So you see, you can set your alarms, although I strongly suggest to double check your alarms just in case. And you can turn it on or off, or you can just delete it. So it's really neat. The things that you can do with Siri are vast, and I think it's really a good thing to have. Now, finally, the final thing I want you to see with Siri is that you can make Google searches. Google Pizza Hut.
Searching for pizza.
You see, I understood pizza, and it's showing me the Google results here. So you can also ask Siri to Google things for you. And that's really neat. It will save you the extra clicks of opening Safari and going to Google. Now, I'm going to talk about the things that the iPhone 4S with Siri cannot do. And these are some limitations, and I think it's good that people are aware of them. Some of the things that I thought I was expecting Siri to do was like reading my emails, for example. So I just went ahead, let's try it. Read my emails.
Okay, I found at least 25 emails. I can't read them to you. Sorry about that.
So you see, Siri's apologizing because she cannot still read my emails. That is fine. I'm suspecting that probably in a software update down on the road, probably next year, it will be fixed. And because it doesn't make any sense that Siri does read text messages but doesn't read emails. I found it a little bit illogical. It's the same thing to read a text message than to read an email. So probably that's been saved for a future update. So that's one of the things that Siri cannot do. It can't read your emails. Now, another thing that Siri cannot do is going to a web page directly. Go to wikipedia.com.
Searching the web for wikipedia.com.
So you see, it's searching the web for Wikipedia, but it's not going directly to wikipedia.com. So I'm not sure if it's, probably I'm not saying it the right way. I have tried it in different ways and it hasn't been able to do it. So I am thinking that it's a limitation too. Now, other things that Siri can do is doing some direct hardware manipulation. So for example, if I want to mute the volume of the iPhone, or if I want to open Safari, it won't let me do it. Let's try it. Open Safari.
I can't do that for you. I'm sorry to let you down.
So you see, it's saying sorry for letting you down, which makes me feel a little bit better, believe it or not, even if it's a computer answer. But it's just telling me that it can't open different apps. There are some apps that are integrated with Siri and have some functionalities, but there are very few right now. So this is some of the limitations of Siri. But in retrospect and in conclusion and summary, I think Siri is a very nice addition to the iPhone line. And once you get used to talking to your phone, like I said before, there is no way back, and I strongly recommend it. Okay, thank you. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.